here with Sir Chris Hoy, who is the most decorated British Olympian ever, and you are Mr. Speed, let's face it, so it's hardly surprising that you're at the Goodwood Festival of Speed. Your second time here?
Second time, yeah. First time was 2007, and it was the year they invited a few cyclists to ride up the hill, so as well as the other cyclists, we had Jenson Button, we had Andy Priel, we had Mark Webber, Damon Hill, so numerous F1 stars and motor racing stars. Troy Bayliss, he actually was second quickest to the top of the hill on the bike. There's a lot of crossover, and it's great when you meet the motor racers, because I'm a big fan of the sport, so you can sort of chat about each of your own sports.
Well, I was going to ask about that, because what drew you here in the first place? Because presumably you got a letter one day saying you do come.
Very lucky to be invited. It was, well, I mean, I'm a big motorsports fan. I met my hero here in 2007, Colin McRae, just 3 months before he died, and it was the only chance I ever got to meet him. But I did a documentary about his life recently with BBC, and that was a big honour to do that. But it's a unique event, the Festival of Speed. It's fantastic because I think it's the access that the public have to all the drivers and the cars. They can get up and literally touch the cars, see the drivers, shake their hands, speak to them, take photos, see these amazing cars of the modern era, and also the historic cars hammering up past the hill, and they're going flat chat as well. It's impressive, and you can see when they have the odd spill as well. They're not holding back.
No, that's quite,
so I think it's a great spectacle. It's for the whole family. Today the highlight had to be driving the XKRS GT in the supercar run.
Right.
Just the sound of the car and the acceleration, and nailing it off the start line, lighting the tyres up. It was just great fun. And,
so you enjoy driving? I mean, you're handy.
Well, I'm doing a bit of racing this year myself. I'm racing the Radical SR1 Cup. So I've done I've done 2 or 4 rounds, 2 weekends of racing, Brands Hatch and Old Park. So the next round's at Cadwell Park next month.
Brilliant,
and
excellent.
Possibly racing here as well in the revival in an old car. So yeah, motorsport, it really does appeal to me, and once you get into it, and you're just trying to take a few fractions off your lap time each time.
But the same principles apply, presumably. Yeah. So you're back into the same mode now with Radical as you were before.
Absolutely.
You're just at a different.
It's not the biggest difference is there's no pressure and no expectation. It's just purely for fun. But once you get in the car, once you're in the seat, then you're giving 100%. But it's still, you're just doing it because you love it. Whereas in the bike, towards the end, there was a lot of expectation, a lot of pressure. And a home Olympics, you don't get much more pressure than that. But at the same time, it was an incredible experience.
Sure. And what, in terms of taste, we're around here with Goodwood Sports and Racing by Belstaff's brand, and Belstaff have undergone this extraordinary radical reinvention of late. A very old English brand. Of course, Goodwood has hundreds of years of British history, and of course you're Scottish, of course. And
I've actually got this jacket.
You've got that
here.
jacket there.
This is the one. It's the Gordon Tartan. It's Lord March was wearing it at the a track day at Goodwood a couple of months ago, and I was like, "What's that jacket?" It's very cool because it's a very subtle sort of tartan on it. It's that kind of the all-weather material, but just very classy, and it's obviously got that heritage from the motorsport at Goodwood, and I thought it was very cool.
Because they're all because the idea of each of the ranges is that every single item in the range celebrates a lap record by a celebrated Goodwood driver.
I didn't realise that.
So in every one of them has a swing tag in it. So in fact, on this one,
there it is.
128, which is Surtees' lap record from. April '61, John Surtees' lap record. So
what's nice is
we gave Belstaff a complete list,
and
then they took the styling hues from that particular moment in history and tried to incorporate it within the item. So that's the idea of the range. Really.
Very cool.
This sort of practical enable.
Very cool. It just fits perfectly with the.
And they work.
Exactly.
So because in fact Belstaff invented the waxed cotton jacket concept in the 20s. Well, anyway, it's terrific to see you.
Well, thank you.
Best year to come, of course. 20 years, and every best wish with your motor racing.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Pleasure. Cheers.